Thanks so much. I appreciate all the encouragement, the empowerment, the vision that you have. Like it's honestly like that's just motivating as well. So yeah, let's keep up the great work together. And I look forward to the foreseeable future.
Oh, let's go. When are you coming back in Oz again? What's your feedback? How are you finding things? Are you excited? What's
Mm.
happening? Tell me.
Yeah, really liking the direction of where things are going in the podcast. It's been really cool working together. And you guys like your editing team is just unreal, man. Is it you doing it?
Like I give like the kind of vision and the kind of like, this is what we're doing. Again, like I do like Diary of the CEO. So we kind of, it's just stealing ideas from there and kind of giving the whole vision. I'm the type of person because I know how to edit myself and I can do it all myself. If I need to get my hands dirty, I can, I go in and do it. But usually now more it's just kind of giving the direction and then the how we want things edited and then getting then whoever else on the team to make that vision into reality.
Oh, awesome.
Mm.
And the in-person setup, like that was a lot of fun. And doing that again, um, with podcasts with Mikey, so keen to see the first draft of that. It's like, well, okay, now I've got all this equipment invested, more people knowing about it, like people in my circle. It's like, okay, well, there's no point in stopping at this point. I've got a lot more to give before I can, I guess, make a decision down the line if it's like something I still want to continue or not. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying it.
Happy. Yeah. So if we look, and so what I like to do YouTube clips, which I was mentioning. So let's say if we have this is the full episode, then we give, but then sometimes I'll just wait a little bit. So maybe the next clip could be from this episode. So it's a good color alignment. It's just great colors that are come. But yeah, like if you look, the the like it's that's consumable like then you had the other angle on her, so you're gonna get one more on your side. Like this is really good. I like this. So we have middle, yeah, middle side. The goal is then obviously we'll have another one eventually on you facing you, so it's you, her, and then in the middle.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm. But quality is awesome. I like it. Yeah, I'm really really happy. So I think it was yeah, like oh we wanted to go and look at the analytics on how we can improve, and then we can kind of no, this one. Oh, okay. So you've done boom. So Mike is the next episode to go. Um,
Mm.
in person. Wow. So all of these two in person. Um.
Yeah, the next ones I don't have a date for because I had Jonathan in, but then yeah, he had to reschedule.
Mhm.
Um, so I got a fair few happening in the summer, and that's good for me because it makes sense. This is like literally between July, August, September is when everyone's like a bit more chilled out here.
Mhm.
So um, I'm sure by then we'll have a fair few, but I just need to get something in, obviously, the next couple of weeks.
Mhm. Okay, awesome. So, okay, so you've got your guests lined up. So that's good. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you your briefs, your podcast briefs. How, like, when do you make them? How quick does it take you to make your brief?
Not very long to make the brief. It's just more of a remembering to do it like, as soon as I can after the podcast.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Cool. No, that's good. No, I was just wondering because I think it's good. Like for us, like we're developing, kind of creating like you know a little bit more briefs, for the editors. But like this is very good. It helps us massively when it comes to now editing the episode. Sometimes we'll come in and maybe see, okay, what can we do better in terms of giving it for the editor to
mm,
have more information. But the fact that whatever's happened from the recording is really, really good. Um, so I just want to go data. So we'll just see what the data's been telling us so far, and then kind of where we go from here, how we can keep improving. Also, monetization. How can we monetize the podcast more? I know you do
yeah.
a lot of affiliate marketing, stuff like that. So yeah, how can we monetize the podcast so we can get there when it starts actually bringing you in. Like, how dope is that? Like, for I know that is a long journey for the podcast to be monetized. It does take some time, but you never know, right? That could be things like getting sponsors and things like that. Have you thought about sponsorships or anything like that?
Not anytime soon. I haven't thought about that. Um, but yeah, it is something that eventually, like, yeah, for the YouTube and podcast would be like, yeah, big long-term vision.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Let's do it. So if we go here, 330 subscribers, so we need to get 1,000. Um, I'm loving the shorts. I'm also loving the titles of the shorts. So these are, like, you can see all of these YouTube clips, they're on unlisted. I haven't made them public yet just because, once we can get more content, then we can kind of, be giving people more stuff. But let's get them consume the
Sure.
long content and then we'll continue to drop the thing. So if we look at analytics, I just want to see where we can improve. So, I mean, this is really good stuff here. Watch time hours, 6.2. Is obviously a long episode like this. A long episode like this is good because it gives more people time. I just want to go here quickly on how we can start making money. So we need to get 300. Okay, so they've changed the rules. All you need is 500 subscribers now, which is really good.
Sure.
330. So the way we're going to get to 500, to be honest, is quite a lot through shorts. So, the shorts grow your channel quite significant. The shorts are the ones that grow the channel. That's how
Okay.
unknown people find you. You've been posting shorts before, which has been good. Um, you
Not
know,
that many.
yeah, but that's still okay. I think, and feel free, bro, if you're ever doing stuff like this, if you're in the gym, keep like getting small videos like this if you can. How to do a arm left deadlift, how to, da da da. Trust me, those ones will keep hitting in the algorithm. Good stuff. Again, you can see the how to, da da da, because people are searching for those things. So those are we want to really be on the SEO side. So this is the part. Um, yeah, 3,000 watch hours. Right now we're at 337. That's okay. That just means we just got to keep going. YouTube's basically saying that we have to just get so good at putting out content that, um,
Yeah.
yeah, anything so far, anything you wanted to add, any ideas?
No, I mean, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel for such a long time, and then when I finally, like, I already had a few channels before this, and then when I created this one a few years ago, um, I was like wanting to really commit to this one, and obviously I've still got it now, and I'm still making videos, but it's always been I guess, still a hobby. I've never made it like a full-on commitment just because of PT and study and all that. So we're just gonna keep going. And now with the podcasts, now going into a new era of of the whole content overall. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what the future holds, and I'm very optimistic in terms of what this channel can become.
Hmm. That's the thing. What can it become? Is there anyone like in your industry or in this industry that like you look up to that has a pretty good YouTube channel or they've, built quite a significant media company through their YouTube channel?
Yeah, there's a fair few that comes to mind. Um, I guess one of my favorite ones, and it's not actually in the fitness space, but Matt Diabella. Um, have you, he's well, I guess he's grown off the minimalistic niche, but I've loved his channel. I've actually met him in person. He's a really nice guy, and I've bought his YouTube course in the past. He has had a podcast, and he's like kind of only just started again on it. But his videos are insane. But he comes from an editing background, so that's how he can like he's used that competitive advantage to create some like really nice videos.
So he comes from an editing background. So you love like his videos. Wait, he had a YouTube course as well?
Yeah, he's headmaster YouTube. That's his course. I bought that during COVID a long time ago. I actually haven't seen this video, but I've watched a fair few much of his content. Ali Abdul, I really loved his content style as well. Um, with the podcast, I kind of like it. I guess how I because what I would like about it is having it more like coffee vibed sort of style chat. You know, you'll bring in someone, I guess, like in the beginning stages, it's someone that I guess, know, so already have that good connection with that person. Then obviously, eventually, when they need to get more guests, someone I've never met before, but just having like a nice casual chat, and then the audience can like also feel very comfortable and like, oh, yeah, I feel like I'm part of this chat. This, that's the kind of style I'm looking. I think at this stage I'm looking for in the podcast. Um, and so they feel one of my strengths, at least as a coach, is that I'm very approachable, and like my clients, they trust me because I have a very like I guess I don't know what it is, but just I have a very friendly connection, or maybe empathy.
Hmm.
Um, and I kind of want to use that advantage of people just once I can say get to kind of know me a bit. It's like, okay, like I really like this. I really like this guy. I want to just, find out more about him. I want to be part of this conversation. That's kind of like where things are kind of cooking at the moment.
Cool. Love it. Yeah. That ability to relate to someone, to be able to, I like him. I think that thing, like you said, trust, like they trust you. And so we got to keep giving them a pleasant experience. So in terms of data is like, yeah, let's just keep putting on a good show before we think of anything else. Um, Engagement click-through rate, this is good, this is good. That means the thumbnail, how viewers find this video, which is good external. So what does this mean is they're finding it. Is this, do you believe through your newsletter?
It's a newsletter. Um, I guess like what I share on Instagram as a story, and I have a link. I guess it could be from Ian sharing it as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
probably it.
Yep, yep. So that's what we can see is now this has come through. Okay, so we can see here, LinkedIn. You shared it on I think we also shared it on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah.
You shared on LinkedIn, Ian, Facebook. Um, so this is good stuff for us to see. Okay, so people, if from this video you had 64%, so a lot of people have come from LinkedIn, Facebook, 5% from Instagram, Upwork, quite a few from Upwork. Maybe they're coming to want to try and work with you or something. They're finding you. But
How did it get from Upwork? That's interesting.
yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe yeah, maybe the people are hungry, man. They'll find Upwork and then they just go and find and maybe say, okay, this is target. But okay,
Facebook is
what?
interesting as well because like I don't have an active account on Facebook at the moment, so it must have just been like posting it in Instagram and then they just taken it across to Facebook. I don't know.
So I know we're also like we also post the stuff that we do for so we've posted it on Facebook, but 29%, like I don't know if 29% are coming from our audience. I'm not too sure, but um that's pretty good. Okay, LinkedIn and Facebook. But we got to be strategical here. If you're having one podcast episode and we're getting people from LinkedIn and Facebook, and then you have 5% Instagram, that's also good news. So if we can get 32% of people from LinkedIn, which is more of a corporate audience, which means you have people with bigger budgets or more serious to call to action. Like we talk about the YouTube monetization, right? Like I had the other day, I was talking to someone, it was like a potential client, and then he said, "Yeah, I watched the video." He'd watched the video on my channel. So that's why sometimes it doesn't even matter about how many views you get, right? You get 64 views, 20 views. But out of those 20, those are three or four people who are potential prospects or people, maybe you've reached out to or you want to work with. Like that's why it's so good to have a YouTube channel. The monetization is gonna come. So that's the fun part. The monetization, the one that is gonna come in abundance. But if before then we can build up the videos and the contents in such a good way, even if we're getting a low amount of views, and I say low, what other people think, even though we might get low amount of views, it's a good presentation. It makes you look good. It makes potential people who want to do business with you, it makes it look good for them. They're gonna watch it too. They're gonna be intrigued. And so we can really leverage that. Um, which is good stuff. How are you feeling about so yeah, that's good stuff. So monetization is I guess for us to have all of our have uh call to action links, the description, and advertisements. So what are your thoughts on that? Can we, are we pulling in people to come? Our goal is more to get them in the newsletter, which is a great goal, by the way. Like that means we
Hmm.
own their data, so we're not just if YouTube takes you down tomorrow, takes us down tomorrow. We don't want to be stuck in no man's land. We want at least
Yeah.
some data. So so we got I think the newsletter, would you say the number one priority in terms of advertisements or monetization?
Yeah, I think for now, just because
Yeah.
I mean, apart from like people signing up to, online coaching, but I don't have like well, on my website, it's more of a like, okay, you go to my website and then they contact me either through a form or they use my mobile or email direct. Um, I'm still, I guess I'm not at a stage where the online stuff is like in a place where it can be like, I guess scalable. So I don't know what I'm saying at the moment, but the newsletter I think is a good idea because at least like yeah, like you said, with someone subscribing, I kind of like I own that email, I guess you could say. So if the website closes then at YouTube, then I have that and then I guess in my mind, it's like, okay, if they subscribe to the newsletter, they become from a fan to more of a friend. They want to get to know me more. That's why they're doing it. It's literally called Midweek Motivation with Cameron Neal. So people want to subscribe because they want to hear from me. They want to hear my advice. Um, and then I guess from the newsletter, they can become a prospect. Um, or they can like post something from an affiliate link, or they can reshare this newsletter with someone they know, which is like another new prospect. It's like this space where that, I guess, that audience member can become anything.
Mhm. Yeah, facts. I think that's good. Let's just focus instead of us focusing on selling to them. I mean, that's going to come naturally. Let's just push the news.
Mm.
That's the best thing we can do right now. It's friendly. Hey, like if you got a lot of value out of this video, and some people who genuinely they're liking you or they like the content, they're encouraged by it, we can get them into the newsletter. And then through the newsletter, that's where you can continue to provide that intimate value. And then someone actually has a call to action, and you're having a sale that's happening and they take advantage of that playlist. So yeah, first up, let's just go back one more. Um, I think it's really important for us I like this, to be on top of the data. Even I forget to do this myself in terms of I'm always just putting stuff out, but it's always good to look. Okay, boom. Something we take from, the Diary of your CEO. Hey guys, I just read the stats or the team gave to me. Over 95% of you guys have not subscribed to my channel. So you guys are all watching it, but you're not subscribing. So I would just ask you to please make sure to, like, share, subscribe. That's something that I think we can do. We can add, you can record a video if you don't mind. We'll continue to put in an advertisement folder in each episode and we'll have the episodes. But yeah, that's how it is a lot of the time. So we've got to just keep push people, seeing on their mobile phone. Your top geography is obviously for this interview, Australia. I'd like to see in general where most of your audience comes from. I think with shorts, it kind of varies as well. Engagement. Da, da, da. Again, this is the most important thing. This is what we want. Green, if that means people are spending, so they're engaged, so that's a good thing on our end. Is it's not just a podcast. Like come on bro, like for someone to stay on a video for 51 minutes, they're going to be pretty interested in you or interested in what it is about. And then it's like we get them in and they got to stay in there, because I can go in, there's so many podcasts that are, yes, because I'm maybe a lot quite busy, I can come out, but I'll even go back in. But this is really good. So 51 more than usual. Average views, you mentioned 3 minutes, 550. So it's green. So what this means also, so if you look at these two things, that like tells YouTube, oh, like people are spending time on this video. People are watching this video. So YouTube goes and shares it more because YouTube, that's how YouTube makes money. They make money by retention, by keeping. So on social media, in what
Mm.
we do, like, and this is great for you to know, the retention in how, like, the retention is more important than ever, than ever, because the more attention that we can capture, the longer average view duration. And that's how you make money on YouTube. People think you make a million, you get a million views on a video and you make a lot of money. Yes, you do, but it depends because you can have a
Yeah.
YouTube video and if people stay for a minute or 45 seconds and it has a million views, but then they have to put advertisements in between the video and the video's 10 minutes, then you're not going to make more money. So the average view duration, how long people are staying, there'll be more ads in it. This is when we're making quite a lot of money on YouTube. Then that's how we're going to break the bank even more. So that's very important. Here you can see um, so this is really good for me. I like this. This is good science. So intro, I think the trailer gets them so good. So 63% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is above
That's
typical.
very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. Like now on social media, like it's so hard, bro. People don't
Yeah.
even make past 30 seconds on a video. Don't even make it past that. With TikTok now, come on, no way.
Yeah.
But we hook them in here.
It all started for Ian growing up in suburban Australia. Ian
Boom,
Thompson set
boom,
off for
boom,
Europe
boom,
with
boom, boom.
nothing but a backpack.
I love it. I love it. That's good for us to know. So we gotta keep improving that. So anyway, good, great
Mm.
episode. Move to Amy. I won't go too long into it. It's just good for us to see. Go on analytics. Um, again, this one's doing quite well. You can see we're all in the green. So again, these are quite important stats in terms of the reach. Um, 4 minutes. So we improved. Last video was 3 minutes. This video is 4 minutes. We've got them engaged. I think also she's a pretty woman. It's it sticks out. People stay. But I think the content is also just good. So boom, reach, impressions. Our viewers found this video. Let's see. Okay, so this one was more browse features. So that means browse features is like homepage, yeah. So your subscribers or just people on the homepage, they saw it, and maybe it's stuck out
Yeah.
the orange. That's good. Channel pages. I know channel pages is like traffic from your YouTube. Yeah. Channel pages. External was lower this time from other links. YouTube search, people searched it. Suggested videos. That's good. So maybe the title was really good. Suggested videos. Now that's percentage of views from so YouTube suggesting our videos to people, impressions and how they led to watch time. This funnel depicts how many times a thumbnail was shown to viewers, how frequently, which is good. It got a lot of impressions. Recommended YouTube recommending your content 90.8%. Recommended on watch page. Very good. So YouTube's pushing our stuff. This is very good. YouTube search terms, proportion of our total traffic, fitness, dance. So if we're
Mm.
getting fit, that word is good because that's your niche. So let's dominate words in your niche. So if our videos can pop up in fitness related topics, that's really, really good because now people are searching for these topics and guess what's going to happen? They're going to come and they're going to find you. That's what that shows,
Mm.
12% proportion of your total traffic. Instagram, maybe she shared it on her Instagram. Proportion. Yeah, they're coming from boom, your creativity, other stuff. Cool. Okay, I like it. Great analytics. We're improving. So what do we got to get better on? What do we got to better? We have newsletter ads. Yes. Let's put a tick there. Newsletter. We're going to keep putting people there. We have our CTA links, affiliate links. We have them there. Um, Eventually we can maybe start creating ads for maybe your favorite. What are your thoughts on
Mm.
affiliate links at the moment? How can we start getting some passive? You can start getting passive income through. That's the good thing about affiliate links is, these videos are evergreen. A year from now, 2 years from now, people are purchasing the affiliate links from a video you dropped like, a year ago, which is cool.
Yeah. No, exactly. I like affiliate links, especially with like I only choose ones that I generally think it's valuable. Um, so and it's easy, right? So it's already there. People just sign up, and I don't have to do any extra work for it. The only probably exception is that the one with 0 to 1. So I can give you a bit more information about that one. And I do a call to action with that sometimes in my YouTube videos. So they're actually a Sydney-based startup, and I know the founder. Um, and yeah, so that's one I'm kind of pushing more. It's a clothing apparel brand, but it's all about empowering people to take their first step in any venture they have. So whether it's on their fitness journey, it's a business idea. So yeah, I guess I really like align with their vision, and so like I'm helping them, and they're going to help me build the brand as well. So um, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There
I,
we go.
I guess we'll, but then I don't know, is that this has your link attached to it, right? I just copied and
So yeah,
pasted.
I have a code. Um, so
Oh,
yeah,
10%.
yeah,
Hmm.
and so yeah, like that's something I want to continue going. And because I guess being a startup brand, I know it's going to take longer for them to build a lot of traction. But from their socials, like their Instagram, they do really well, and I always hear good feedback from them saying on how well they're going. Um, yeah, so that's one probably the only other call to action at the moment. Um, I'm happy to continue pushing.
Cool. Do we have any advertisements with them?
Not directly. I just sometimes put them. I feel like it's more of a question if I remember. Half my YouTube videos these days will have the call to action to like, get 10% off your purchase using the code.
Mhm.
Um, I can make one with the podcast. I'm gonna actually. I got some photo. I had a photo shoot with them one before I left, and so I've got some photos of me wearing some of their stuff. I'm actually gonna probably see them again when I come back, and try and do another one, which is
Hmm.
cool.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
We can eventually yeah, create that stuff into an ad. So that means what we'll
Oh,
try.
and
Mhm.
he's also like the founder he was my fifth episode as well. So that was a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. 0 to 1. Let's we can use your podcast to again for the future to keep bringing more people to his door. He's making sales. He's growing his business because they do look really nice stuff. And then that's how you can be able to also earn income from that as well. And that, as I said, as we continue to grow, that's what we can create an advertisement for that eventually. Like even just scrolling through the website, there's a thing. Hey, there's Cameron here, if you guys want to get some really cool jumpers, really dope shirts, click the link in the bio and you can get 10% off, boom, into the video. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
that's how that can open us up for now sponsors. Now, if any sponsors are what they can see, okay. Because now someone could see that you've got an affiliate. That's an affiliate, but they don't know that. The audience doesn't know that that's an affiliate. Who knows? You could have got paid for that. That could have been a paid sponsorship. We don't know that. But the fact that it's there,
yeah,
you're just doing it. You're not waiting for the sponsorships to come. You're kind of so, these are the things that we want to kind of, we don't want to just manage your podcast, but how can we take it to the next level? How can we show it's like a TV show, it's a media company, and then you have your affiliates in there. And then that's when Room comes in. Now, a sponsor can come in and say, okay, we want to sponsor 4 episodes. Here's 4 grand, here's 5 grand. Boom. Like that's where we want to go. So we have affiliate
yeah,
advertisements. So that we got to do a better job. We can come in each folder, boom, make sure in every folder there's an advertisement folder. Even if you don't have specific ads, boom, we put it in the folder. The brief is done. You come in, do a brief. We have the brief saved in the folder. We can look files. We can then create another brief, just kind of complementing yours with all the stuff you've added in there. Boom, looks nice. Maybe what you can also try do thumbnails. So sometimes you have fun with your guest at the end of the episode. Hey, we're gonna get the thumbnail for this podcast, so let's take some photos, let's make some funny shots, do serious faces. That makes them, oh, like shit, they're part of the process. That's something that's to think about. And then now we even have a folder for thumbnails. So now when we're creating the whole podcast, either like we've been doing it from the video, or we can, we have, let's say, photos, or in usually what I would do when we'll press the record button, we'll do faces or things, and then we can just from the camera screenshot those, make them thumbnails. So thumbnail acting, folder, organize the folders. Hey guys, this is where we come sit down with entrepreneurs and have a coffee, have some water, and we ask you questions. We talk. Right now, I'm sitting here in this ballroom looking like I'm in a mafia's corner, right? King of the spot. So yeah, this is what we do. We sit down with entrepreneurs from all around the world and have conversations, questions. And so if you want to have an opportunity to come and be in the hot seat, come and learn and talk and explore ways how you can help and provide value to other people, welcome, and we're going to have a chat. I think it's good we can organize, you know, like this to go through it. As you grow, you're going to start to bring people on your team. They're taking care of this stuff for you. You're still looking. We're still looking at the data. Okay, what's the data saying? We always look at the data. We always, no matter how big we get, no matter how successful we are, we're always looking at the data saying, okay, what can we do to improve? What, where's the competition? Like we can always be better. Then the last thing was in responding to your voice message. Yes, actually, yes, the live event. When did you
Mm.
say live? I think, and that's another thing that we can add. So you're doing this podcast, great, right? You're doing podcast, doing. Now imagine we're adding things like that to the mix, doing a live event, getting to interact with people live, kind of what you do on the podcast. So also getting more like that's what we want. That's what's going to help the brand. That's what's going to help the podcast. We bring 5 people in the room, 10 people in the room. Those are other people who can come in and listen to your podcast. They can think. And then we're talking about the fitness world. So just your genuine experience. We're talking about corporate clients. We're talking about corporate people. So if we can do a live event, bring 10, they're interested. A lot of them, they need a trainer. They need a coach. And you can be working online with them. You don't have to be there. Some, they'll even fly you out. We sell to obviously the rich and the people who can afford it, but also the people who are the best to work with, right? Those are the people who are great to work with because they give you that autonomy and trust. So how can we add that to your repertoire? Bringing athletes, mentors, so live events. I'm talking about the ETS Rubasha media event, but even for Cameron's brand, I'm even thinking now how powerful live events will be for you to be hosting. Now you're doing this, bro. Imagine like this is even an idea. Like you start doing this, you do a lot. You say, okay, maybe every 3 months, let me do a live event, and you can give someone on the podcast, or you can communicate with someone who could be a good referral part, or anyone, just a dope conversation. Bring in that now we can now get people to come to the event, and that brings the subscribers on the podcast. That's it's great marketing. So live event and the fact that we can do it online. When did we talk about again? We said we're May. I know we may June, July, right? July
Mm.
or August. Again, we can if we put this in time, it's
Yeah.
good because now you can tell your newsletter subscribers, hey guys, I'm doing a live event. You guys have been in communication with me. If you want to ask me questions, da, da, da. Some of those people are prospects who haven't come in paying clients. Now you give them an opportunity to come see you in a live event hosted also by someone else. So it's like you're being the keynote speaker, you're credited, it's authority in a room. Man, shit is powerful. Really, really, really powerful. So yeah, what kind of wanted to see yeah, when do you want to do it?
Yeah, I think July or August is a great time. It's like I come back from home, and at this point, I'm gonna have, I guess, a bit more free time because I'm going into a full-time PT. Because at the moment I do like 2 shifts. I just
Mhm.
take up time, and I want to get rid of that. That's like kind of the last thing where that's um was it's draining my energy. That's the only thing in my life that's like, oh, I need to get rid of this. So
Wait,
that's happening
PT?
very soon. Yeah, so at the gym, I do 2 shifts a week there, and then I do self-employment outside that. But it was great when I first arrived because I obviously, yeah, started my client base again. But now I don't need it, and those 10 hours, oh man, I need to free those up. So
Mm.
that's the only thing draining my energy. Get rid of that, and then which is happening next month. Um, and then yeah, and July, August as well. Like that's a very quiet time in the gym. That's when everyone here goes away, holidays in Europe. So I think it's a good time to do it then. And then September is like back to busy season again.
So
So
like
around that
your
time.
so also your like kind of self-employment business has scaled to the point where you don't need the the kind of the work in the gym. Is that what it's like? Or
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, doing that model as well, my rent at the gym is cheaper. So as soon as I get rid of those 10 hours, it's not just that, okay, my 10 hours are free from those shifts, I'm not getting income from those shifts, but also my gym rent goes up a little bit. So I have to make sure that I have like enough security in that process, which I do now, which is great. Um, so I'm at a point, I'm at a good spot right now. It just means like the middle of the week for me is like it's a bit fucked.
Yeah, yeah. So once you can kind of let go, that's gonna so you'll be able to go full time into just your like self-employed, your customers, your time. You've been able to kind
Yeah,
of build it like that and have that's good. That's good.
I have more control of my time because yeah, I would like I have to do closing shifts and then it's like I'm back to early coaching the next morning. So it's quite rough in the middle of the week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. It gets busy, but at least like within these next, that's how you can. And this is good that a live event could be that transition from now doing that. And so now, as you're going to go more into it full time yourself, you got to scale and high, keep scaling. So this is more kind of a little bit more aggressive now. Now you've got a podcast. Now you're
Mm,
with clients. That's a really good pathway that you're on already. Like podcast going. So you've got the media, you've got the content now. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You're doing this, da, 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 da. Yes, we're gonna have some hurdles, adversity, shit happens, but you're now because you're building a personal brand, it's gonna be like that's what I'm saying. So now you're just not having to rely on one source of income. You have one co income coming in from affiliate, one income coming in from YouTube, one income coming in from sponsorships, So that's how we scale to, $100,000 a month, this type of, through you do. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Takes time, but I think the live event I'm really excited for because noticed also in our business, like even you, like actually good question, like you also came through the live event with Rugari, right?
mm,
You see?
that's right.
You came through. What made you so like
Yeah.
was it from that kind of event you were like, oh, you know what? Let me hear more from this like Sugira guy. Was that what was your mindset behind kind of coming and working with us?
Yeah, well, I joined the live event because I was like, I want to support Rogari. So I came in and well, I found out more about you in the process. So I guess I was like, okay, well, if Rogari's working with him, like I know he was working with you the podcast. It's like, okay, this is someone that okay, I trust as someone I know who's in the space and knows what he's doing. Seems like the next step for me. So, so you sold me.
And that's so good that you said that I could hear this is recorded. I heard you say that. You heard yourself say that. Powerful. So imagine that effect that's going to have on other people coming in. Now people see because people know me also from a football background as I've been telling my story, building my brand. So these CEOs, the executives I'm meeting, they're learning about that. And then you're also obviously a trainer. So it's just that trust now. Well, yeah, maybe we can get. So yeah, I think that is such good information because that allows us to, we can do this and we can now every 2 to 3 months. And then, as I said, it moves to like, hey, Cameron, here's $5,000, here's 6,000. We need you to come and speak at a keynote event. Like that's the trajectory. We put all these events for free, and then now the people within, like people who you are managing our podcast, it's like how can we just build an ecosystem now where we need you for bookings because I think that's how we're gonna continue grow is doing the but on LinkedIn we're sharing the content, we're sharing the so now people are getting to know, so it's just we just keep growing the platform, growing everyone that so it's not just coming in and taking your podcast, but for all of us, like it just we can make so much money together. So it's just there's just unlimited possibilities. So I'm really excited. And so okay, we'll target August and yeah. And it gives us time too. We can share with our audience, potentially start to run advertisements and these type of things. But for now, keep it
Mm,
organic and just keep kind of pushing it to people. I think LinkedIn, especially the fitness part, like it's a huge industry. So I think we can really push on the fitness part.
yeah.
And how also social media has played a part in it, the branding, the building a company, doing what you're doing, how people can stay fit, how can we stay healthy, how can they do both content. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
cool, cool. All right, man, I'll let you go before I start ranting on too much.
No worries. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate all the encouragement, the empowerment, the vision that you have. Like it's honestly like that's just motivating as well. So yeah, let's keep up the great work together. And I look forward to the foreseeable future.
Let's go, let's go. When are you coming back in Oz again?
Very soon. I arrive on the 8th of June. I'm here for
Okay.
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely have to see if we can do that podcast quiz. I don't know how my time's going to be, but we'll match it in and put it in.
Yeah, well, I think we got a date at the moment. I've been talking to Michelle, so that's
Well, she
yeah,
does it.
that's solid.
She's the one. She's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. See you later.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.